So I realize I'm sort of very different from the panel here, but I'll try to bring my perspective into what the topic is. So yes, absolutely, absolutely, sir. So a little bit of my background. I have worked mostly in startups, and so I am currently running this startup called Function Up, which is into skilling and development of software skills for freshers. So all my experience will come from startups of early stage or nature of early stage. So the first point I would like to address is in growth, I think, which is in continuation to the topic, to the point that Bimal sir said, which is when do you scale, right? So people are scaling without profitability. So I think the first point which at an early stage everybody should look at is finding the product market fit, right? Companies like Stripe, Razorpay, Grow, which are like billion-dollar companies right now, they all started with first 100 users. Their growth all came organically. How do you do that? So essentially, if you have 100 people using a product on a daily basis for a year, that is growth. Not 100 new people coming in every month. So finding the product market fit and having the right retention is the key for growth for any company. So this goes against a lot of thinking which we see in in the news or in the startup ecosystem that this so X company grew by this much, X company grew by that much. But the most important aspect still remains product retention. I'll give you an example of Instagram, right? So Instagram had 80% retention, which is 80% of all people who downloaded the app were using it after a year, right? And within 1.5 years, because of these numbers, Facebook bought it for $1 billion. We all know that, right? The company was planning to sell it for $500 million, but Facebook said even at $1 billion, it's a very cheap buy, right? Because the product was so good, so sticky that people wanted to use it and use it again and again. So retention is one good aspect, is the most important thing in any consumer company that you're building, any consumer product that you're building. And that is where the focus should be. A lot of people mistake growth from growing by X numbers. So before Function Up, my previous startup was a gaming company wherein we grew very fast, but we couldn't get that retention right. So people would come, people would go. A lot of gaming companies right now, like MPL, Dream 11, you would see a lot of people downloading it, but not people using it again and again, right? So the key aspect is that if you're building a consumer product, it has to retain people, right? So I think that's one learning that I would wanted to share from a growth perspective. Second, I think it is more related to people aspect of early age startups. So I really feel people have to be really crazy to be working in startups. We don't pay enough. The working hours are really bad, and it's very difficult to work in startups, right? So how do you get so many people? How do you get people with low pay and bad working hours, bad office, and not the greatest work culture to stick together, right? So I think one thing that has worked well for earlier startups and companies like ours is that you have people who believe in your mission. When companies grow larger, I think they have processes set in, but at early stage, it is very important to have people who believe in your vision, rather than, and they need to be as crazy as you are, and the first set of people are the people who define how to start. So I think having people believe in mission is a very important factor. The second part which I want to talk about people is finding the right talent, right? So one is the right talent for a business, the second is right talent for a tech team, right? So this is where our second startup is, Function Up. We actually help, so we train graduates from different colleges in software development. By the way, if you're looking to hire any techies, please reach out to me. Shameless plug-in, sorry. So, so the second part I want to talk about was finding the right tech talent, right? And in that, I think it's become very difficult to do even more so now. For example, the technologies that are becoming more popular were not there 5 years back. So you take an example of Zomato, Swiggy, Facebook. All their front-end apps are using React. React was built 5 years ago. Now, how do you find people who are good in React if the technology is only 5 years was built 5 years ago, right? So there is absolutely a need for upskilling in tech, in technology, and which is where we try and put in our work. And And I think to find the right set of people, you need to have the right set of people who believe in your mission and skills which are going to change, year on year, month on month, and you need to find the right set of people who can train your people in the right skills, right? Yeah, I think that's it. That's the 2 points that I wanted to share with you. Thank you so much.